Hey guys, and so today I'm going to be doing my first speed build, so please be kind. But this is what the house looks like, and here I'm trying to find where you can go to your favorites that you favorite on the gallery, and I just couldn't find it. But I got it from this girl right here. I'm pulling it up. I don't remember her name off the top of my head, but here it is. And I will show you the exact house I used. Here it is, right here. There's the ID. I just actually found her on Instagram, actually, and I really liked her stuff. Like, I thought it was really cute. And I can't build for crap, so if it's not like a one bedroom or a two bedroom house, one story, I love to download it off the gallery and just decorate. Because I would much rather do interior than building an exterior. I can't do it. I need more practice. But here you see I'm sizing up a car, and I forgot to put move objects on when I started this. And I like to build with the half walls, I guess is what that's called. And you'll see that I don't actually put anything in the garage, because if I want to go and like put my Sims household in here, I want to use that in case they have some sort of hobby or something that I can't fit inside the house. But right now, I'm just decorating the little entryway, hallway, whatever you want to call it. And I was really kind of going with this darker blue color. And of course, nothing really matched the color I was going for. So sorry if that bugs you. It was bugging me, so I just had to look away. This rug that I'm about to put down, I'm literally in love with. I use this for all of my builds if I can. Like, I love it so much. And here I was like really kind of trying to figure out what to put right there, so I thought maybe a plant would be best. And yeah, so now we're moving on into the living room. And here I had a lot more difficulty because it looks like it's a split level. It has a little platform kind of up like a step, which is fine, but anytime I try to put something over there, and even there you can see it, it just would not click correctly. But yeah, so here I'm just kind of trying to find a couch, and I struggled for the longest time trying to find a couch. And I know it doesn't look like it here that I sat there for that long, but I really did. I sat there for a while trying to find it. I could not get it together. Cause like I wanted to go with a blue, but then I thought maybe not a blue couch, like a darker couch, and then I couldn't find one. So I just settled on this. And then it kept clipping and I couldn't see with the stair. It was a wreck. I'm a wreck. So I tried really hard. So at one point I just started kind of doing everything from different angles. And here I also struggled with the desk because I'm going for very much a dark wood tone in a sense, and it changes. You'll see throughout this whole build I changed the wood tones like almost in every single room. So I really struggled with this desk here. One, like there was one I really liked, but it just wasn't big enough for this space, or the wall, I guess I should say, that I wanted to put it on. And then I couldn't find a chair that I liked to go with it, and it was a whole thing. But yeah, sometimes I will admit to this because you will see it, I have the hardest time like filling in the floor space on in the Sims, because I feel like it just looks too empty without it. But maybe I should try and do less, and maybe that'll work out better for me. So give me your guys' point of views, perspective, thoughts, opinions, on that. But yeah, so here I am, still trying to find a desk. Could you believe it? Because I can. I was still trying to find a desk. And I think that's just absolutely ridiculous. But it wouldn't be The Sims if the tones didn't match. Now would it? And now here I really wanted to do a bookcase, and I wasn't actually going to do it on this wall. I was going to do it on the wall that's like directly behind the couch, but I decided to go for it anyways. And here I took the long way when I realized I could have just done that. And yeah. And I am just now realizing I didn't put curtains in any room of this house. That's fun. I'm just now realizing that. But here I tried to find a chair that kind of matched the same tone as the couch, and I just couldn't find one. I really couldn't for the longest time. And yeah, like I had to pass on some of my favorite little chairs in the game. But I went with this one, and it's not too bad. It definitely matches with the couch, and I'm pretty sure it's from the same pack. I don't remember what pack I used for the couch. Here, I had the hardest time. This frustrated me so much because it kept clipping to the steps. And I should have just put it on the other side, but I didn't know if I was going to like how it looked. So then I found a little lamp, and I think it really fits. And it even started clipping there too, like going up, and I was not a fan. And then I thought about doing basic boring. They're not boring, but they're very like basic to me. I want a little bit more plants, and I decided to kind of spruce it up a bit. So here I'm trying to do the little trick, and it just kept clicking and clicking, and I just had to keep redoing it because at one point it was hanging off or it wasn't right how I wanted it, and another time it was floating in the air, absolutely just floating in the air. So I had to fix it like 5 times. So then I just kind of took a break from that and moved on because I was like stressing. I was really stressing. And this plant, I can't remember. I think that looks like almost the Love Struck pack, and I'm really starting to like that plant. And then here I found this, and then this is where it got even worse because it kept clipping, and then that wasn't right, and this wasn't right. And as you can tell, I don't really build very often or do a lot of intricate details. I try to make it look good for you guys. Normally I would just stick a plant and just let it click to wherever it clicked, and that's that. But I wanted it to look good for you guys, so I kind of spruced it up a bit. So I think I had finally, oh nope, I still didn't get it. It was still floating in the air at this point. I think it was floating in the air 3 or 4 times, and it was just absolutely driving me insane. So yeah. And then I had this custom content. I thought it was so cute, and I couldn't figure out where to put it. So I just decided there and to move the plant over there. I even tried to put it on the other wall, as you can see, and it didn't work. It was too big. So I just had to figure out something else. And then I always forget these exist, those little blanket baskets, I guess you could call it. I forget they exist almost every single time. So, yeah. This video, I'm not sure if it'll come out tomorrow. The date of me recording this is October 20th. So I don't know if it'll come out the 21st or the 22nd, because I have plans tonight, and I don't know if I'm going to have time to edit it and everything. And I know I'll definitely have time tomorrow, but then that means I have to edit tomorrow, record, edit again. So I don't know, we'll see, because I really don't have any plans all day tomorrow, but we'll see. So if it comes out the 21st, everybody give me a big thanks. I persevered, and I can do time management. I'm just kidding. Well, I can time manage, but it's just hard to tell sometimes if I'm like, depending on how long I have to edit for, and like sometimes the uploading takes a while as well. So it just depends. And honestly, I could bring my computer with me, and because I'm doing this on a laptop right now. I know, crazy. Well, PCs are expensive, so I'm working on it. I also have school I have to pay for, so it's kind of like, it's important to me, but it's not as important as school. Like, it's hard to explain. But yeah. Also, sorry if the rug bothers you guys, like just a smidgen, because it is just a smidgen off. You know what I mean? Away from the wall. And randomly, my game will start to lag a little bit, and you can tell in the even when I sped it up, Because I sat here for a while doing this. This is not how fast I went. I wish it was. But it really wasn't. So, yeah. Let's see. But as I was saying, it is important that I get a PC and everything like that. But it's just gonna take a lot of time, unfortunately, because they're expensive and school's expensive. So, you know, it is what it is. Like, I just bought a desk for the PC, so I'm doing it step by step. I'm kind of trying to wait to buy a PC until like the holiday deals, or maybe even like New Year's deals, because sometimes they have like decently good ones. And let me tell you, I don't know if this was a crock pot or a rice thingy, I can't remember what it was called, but that thing was frustrating me. I was so fed up with it, and I didn't feel like pulling the counter out and placing it, so I just gave up on it. I just put a little trash can there, nothing too fancy. Yeah. Yeah, I really like that plant that came with cottage living, the one I just placed down, and you'll see I changed like kind of that whole little corner there. Um, but I really like it. I think it's so like dainty and cute. Like if you're going for a really like cute, dainty vibe, I think it really works perfectly. But yeah, and now that I'm looking at this kitchen, I just remembered I forgot to eat. So basically, I went to work, I came home, I did my classwork, and like I cleaned and did my everyday daily chores and whatnot. And one of them was to eat, and I definitely forgot to eat because I'm hungry, really hungry. So, yeah. But now we're in the kitchen, or not the kitchen, the dining room. And I had the hardest time finding one that I thought fit the room, that I liked the wood tone. Like, I just was not a fan of any of them. I was having such a hard time. And I personally don't decorate up my kitchens a lot or my dining rooms a lot. I don't know why. I just don't. I also don't put like anything on my Sims walls besides maybe a mirror. And even then, half the time, I forget to in my bathroom. Like, I think at one point I forget, and then I go back and fix it. And there's a bathroom in this build that doesn't even have one. You'll see. But yeah, I like to let my Sims put their, like, stuff they got from, like, getting promoted at work, or what the kids draw, or, like their diplomas or pictures, stuff like that. So I definitely like that. And I have the hardest time decorating walls too. I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure this is the bathroom that doesn't have a mirror in it. Yeah, so I remembered a mirror, and then I realized there was a window right there. So I just gave up. I was like, okay, cool. And I also don't do a lot in my bathrooms either. Here you can see my computer was starting to lag again, me turning it and everything. So yeah. And one thing about me is I love lights. Lights in all of my rooms, like at least two in each room. So I don't know what it is. I have to have good lighting. Not necessarily even good lighting, but I have to be able to see. So, yeah, which is crazy because my house, not like a Sims Legacy house, but my house, we have a lot of natural lighting. And so it's just crazy that I'm not a fan of it. But yeah, so this is the master bedroom, and this is a family home. So yeah, there's gonna be two other bedrooms. But yeah, I had a hard time with the nightstands, and then the creator who made this, I guess they had a little closet. I didn't look at how she like furnished everything. I just downloaded it unfurnished. And yeah, so I was kind of struggling there a bit. I could not remember the little option to have that move down. You know what I mean? Like go down and instead of being up that high, because I felt like it was up very high. So I left it there. I was like, okay, whatever. And then what I like to do in my builds is I put a flower on one nightstand and another, like a little light or candle or something, and you'll see that. But here I'm just decorating the dresser, and if you can't tell, like I said before, I will just let things click in place and then move on. Like, I could care less. And here I was starting to get a little bit tired and everything like that. So yeah, here I tried out this lamp and I thought it was a not very cool shade of blue. So I just went with that little candle right next to it because it's harder to see that shade of blue that doesn't really match. And then I thought maybe this sim needs yoga. I mean, they have 2 kids and, you know, who knows, everyday stress or whatever. Yoga. And then I was like, what am I going to put in that corner? And I was like, oh, a plant. So I found a plant. And I absolutely adore this plant from Cottage Living. I love it so much. I don't know what I would do without it, to be honest. I mean, there was a time before I had it, but yeah. What I also really like doing in rooms is setting this little area up for like a full body mirror and a little stool. And now I do have vanities, but I didn't really have the room for a whole vanity, so I went for that. I put some shoes down, and here I had a little bit trouble trying to find a rug, and then I found this one and I was like, it fits perfectly. So here I decided, I was kind of struggling. I was like, do I want to make it a teen room, a kid room, like it just an extra room? So I decided to go with a little kid room, and I just picked out a random bed. I don't know. And I went with yellow because the wallpaper was yellow, so I was like, why not? And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to fit in that teeny tiny corner, so I put that there. And I've actually never used that little book bag suitcase thingy, but it's adorable. A little bumblebee. Speaking of bees, there was like 3 bees that flew into the window at work today. Not flew into the window, but they like got into the building through the window. It was a train wreck. And I'm personally not scared of bees. I mean, I don't really like it when they come charging at me and they're buzzing because they're mad, you know? They feel threatened. But we need the bees. Here, I was kind of struggling where to put, I think it's called a blarfy. I was kind of struggling where to put it. So I was like, I hope they can still get in. I hope it's functional. Same thing with the yoga. I'm not sure if that's functional. Some of the stuff, because it's so close together and the flowers are right there. But hopefully it is. If not, it looks cute anyways. Here, I kind of struggled to find what to put in that teeny tiny little wardrobe. Standing wardrobe. And I went with just a picture of an apple because who knows. And I thought this little rug was so cute, the sunflower. Now in this room, as you see, I decided to make it a toddler room because they kind of had like a dinosaur themed one, like wallpaper. And I was like, cute, I love it. And I guess I just made both the rooms kind of girly. Like I definitely went with purple because it like complements yellow. And I just kind of went with it and I wasn't even thinking to make like more of a male type of room or like a boyish type of room, and I just kind of went with it. So sorry boys if you thought both of them were really girly. I'll make a boy room, don't worry. But I try to put a little dollhouse in there, but the dollhouses are just so big in The Sims, I couldn't. It wouldn't have been functional. And I kind of like that toy box there, but I decided to move it, and I like how it kind of gives that monster dinosaur feel still. And I gave her the exact same Blarfy, just a different swatch, because why not? And I figured maybe this little toddler will love to read too, just like their parents. So they have their own little thing there. And now, decorating a dresser for a toddler was a little harder. I tried to go with something very kiddish, and I tried my best. So yeah. And there is not enough lighting or some sort of awful shadow in that little closet there, and so it looks kind of funky when I go to put down a plant. And so yeah, but I just put it down, oh my goodness, I put down that just simple base game one. And I used the same rug, just a different swatch, and I put it in the middle of the room. So now I thought I was done for a second, and I looked over and I was like, oh no, the bathrooms. And I'm in love with the shower I'm about to put down, but I decided to pick the white swatch, like the one that comes on automatically, because it's still blue, so it ties in that blue, but it's a little bit less like kiddish, I feel like, because it is connected to the master, so it's an ensuite. And then here I'm trying to find some sort of like bathroom cabinet, shelf, whatever you want to call it. And I really like that one, but I thought it was a little too big. And I really could have changed the layout, but I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna find something else. And then I really like that one, but I couldn't find the swatch matching with the wood tone of the sink. And then I finally found one eventually. And I feel like the Horse Ranch pack has some of the more like wood tone swatches, and I really like that. But also it gives kind of like a rusty, rotted vibe to it, which is cool. It's just sometimes hard when there's other things that aren't. And here you see I went all out. I put hand towels. I didn't do that for the downstairs bathroom. I put a bath towel. I put toilet paper. I didn't do that for the other two. I did in the other one put a bath towel. I never play with my walls fully up, ever. So I went ahead and I never do it because I don't ever see it. But yeah, so then I did the kids' bathroom, or I guess the hall bathroom, and I did a little more kiddish, and then I remembered I need mirrors for both bathrooms. So I put them in, and I grabbed another hand towel, or I guess bath towel, and I put it in there. And yeah, then I was just kind of looking over, making sure I had everything. And then I remembered I need an outdoor trash can because I don't have one of the money trash cans that like eats the trash and then gives you money. And then on the back, I wanted to do something, so I put a little grill on the back porch. And then here I struggled to find the little picnic tables that come with the seats and everything. So for whatever reason, I just couldn't remember where they were. So if you guys know where they are, let me know in the comments because I just completely forgot. So yeah, but I struggled for a while, and then I gave up on that, and I was like, let's build kind of like a play area for the kids. So I put some monkey bars, and I tried to find a swing set, and I was kind of wondering why I couldn't find one. So I decided to put something down for the top. And yeah, so that is going to be the end of the video for today. And I know typically I don't talk over this part, but I am going to. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, do all that, and I'll be back soon with another build. Bye, guys!